So let's talk about that. How did you meet Mrs. Anderson?
Well, in those days when you were young and you were on TV and you were having fun, you weren't looking for, uh, you weren't looking for a wife.
Right.
That would have been foolish. You're living on the beach or close to it. And
It's time to party.
yes,
Yep.
believe it or not, I was actually a young man, looked just like this back then, but I was 26 or whatever I was. And Scott Armstrong and I were at the fair one night, and there was a group of ladies, and they were all painted up and goofy costumes on. And I guess it was an initiation for the cheerleaders for Pine Forest High School. And so they were at the fair walking around, and I, it was one of those just, yeah, they're young, hello, hey, how are you? Da, 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 da. Didn't think much of it, but one caught my eye. You could just tell underneath all that goofy makeup on, man, that she is beautiful. God almighty. Finished with our stint at the fair, nothing. A couple of months later, maybe, went to the mall. Scott and I again, too. Now she's in street clothes. And, hey, yeah, I remember meeting you. Da, 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 da. And she was stunning. But young. And so her mom, come to find out, was like a on and off wrestling fan. And sometimes she would come to the matches and Pensacola, occasionally, and just for entertainment. And I'm looking out the curtain, and this pair of white jeans with the damnedest bubble butt you have ever seen.
Oh, Lord.
Stuffed down in them.
Okay.
Walked by, and I went, oh, God, that's her. Aaron. And she stopped, and she looked. I said, come here. And we started talking, and buddy, floored me. I mean, the young lady was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Tan, beautiful hair, beautiful skin, teeth, nails, all that stuff we like, Conrad. And asked if I could get her number. And for about the next month on my off days, I went to her house and sat on the couch and watched TV because her mom and her uncle and her two brothers did not like the idea of me being there at all.
Why is that?
Older.
Oh, so how old were you and how old was she?
26. And she would, hate to say this, but she's probably, almost 18.
Oh, barely 18 or not quite yet 18?
Not quite, I don't think.
Oh,
during that year that I was down there, she turned 18. And now she's graduating high school. Now, I'm not proud of it, but man, damn.
Well, it worked out. Y'all are married for fucking 40 years. So
she was the one, and I wasn't looking, but I kind of was. And
well, you weren't until you found her, and then all of a sudden you were real strong.
Grand slam.
Yeah.
And I told her mom, after 3 or 4 weeks in, they started letting me take her, we go to the movies and we go to dates and all, that stuff on my day off.
You still got a curfew, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she was finishing up school. She had other stuff she had to do. And, but man, I head over heels. She floored me. I told her then, I said, you know what? I'm just tell you up front, you're the prettiest thing I've ever seen. And I still feel that way today about her. And I thank Scott for introducing us. And and it turned out to be, my God, we're 36 years. We just had our wedding anniversary.
Wow.
That's in this business, it's unheard of.
Yeah.
It is one of those rare situations that doesn't occur very much. Mike Rotundo's been married that long. Tim Horner's been married probably a little longer than me, Ted DiBiase, but there's only a handful of guys that you can say that about. And Barry Darsow, long time. But man, that's what I take from Pensacola is meeting Erin. And thank God she has stuck with me all these years. And I would not be here right now. I would be in an urn, sitting in some rusty garage for sure, or in the ground, depending what they did with me. But definitely I would have died at a much younger age had it not been for her.
So, not to be weird, but you meet her in late 84. Y'all got married in 85. Is that right?
We did. As soon as she got out of school, and brought her to Charlotte. And when I got sent back down to Rome to live in Rome, but work for Georgia Championship after being in Charlotte for a couple of months even. And they sent us Ole down to work with Manny Fernandez and Thunderbolt Patterson. We were down, and we covered that, I think, in an earlier episode, I believe. But I brought her to Rome, and we got married in Rome, went to Justice of the Peace, and that was it. And she was been with me ever since.
Was she a wrestling fan?
No, she just came with her mom that night because it was occasion. It was like going to the movies. People that go to the movies every 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Yeah. Her mom and we'd go down the wrestling matches, and she just went with her and just happened to be going to the concession stand as I peeked out the curtain. She walked by probably 10 feet away from me.